Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Today we're down here trying to get a colony of bees out from a tree. I don't know how long these bees have been here. Okay, so at the moment I have my smoker lit. I drizzled honey on a bunch of frames. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of get a thin sheet of cardboard. I'm gonna go ahead and gently scoop the bees off the face of the tree little by little, dump them on the face of on the front of the frames there, and look for a queen. So as you may see, they do have some drawn comb in there. The bees will be less reluctant to leave. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up. There is cat brood. So with that type of an entrance being available in the front, I'll try to consider where to drill a hole. I might drill a hole up here on this side, just so I can blow some smoke in there. And I do have screening I can staple over the entrance. So stay tuned and I'll have that set up. Okay, so you will see I have the trap out cone set in place. So again, this cone is a one-way cone. It prevents the bees from going back in the tree. Making sure the diameter of the cone is proper, not too big but not too small. See, so they can come out of there easily. So the next step is to use this nice long bit. I'm trying real hard not to burn out my drill, and I already went through one battery, but we're not all the way in yet. Well, unfortunately folks, this thing just got too hot for the touch there. So this is what I got here. We got a trap out cone that's working well. I got some napkins that's doused with a little bit of Be Quick. Trying to encourage the bees to go down to the box, which they are. I'll bring you along for the progress. All I have left really is I need to finish drilling this hole right here. And then once I finish drilling that hole, I can put my smoker in there, smoke the bees out, and then hopefully find the queen. All right, welcome back folks. So it's day 2, and I got a more powerful 20-volt drill this time. Again, it helps, especially if you're drilling through hardwood trees like this. I believe it's an oak. I brought over a few pieces of cutout comb that I got from a removal, and that was frozen, so I got it thawing out there. You can see the bees are already interested on it. We've got a good cluster coming out of the cone. I was a little concerned there because it looks like the bees were going in. So for the most part, they're not going in it. They are coming out of it still, which is a good thing. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to finish drilling the hole, and I'm going to start blowing some smoke, and hopefully we'll get some more bees out of there. That pine cone is plugging a hole. I did find that the bees were also coming in and out up here on this limb. There was a little crack, so I covered that up with a piece of tape, and I have a napkin that is doused in Be Quick deterrent. Okay folks, so welcome back. This is day number 3, and yep, you'll see some of the bees, I believe, may be going in the cone. These trap out cones or one-way cones are kind of tricky. On one hand, you don't want them to be too narrow. If the diameter of that entrance to the cone is too narrow, the bees will get clogged up in there. But yet, on the other hand, you don't want it to be too wide. Otherwise, just like that, they'll use it for an entrance and go in. I'm going to remedy the situation by using a basic little tie strap here, just to shrink the entrance just a hair. Okay, so we'll see how that works for now. You can tell they're very docile bees. They're not aggressive or territorial, which is another good bonus. And we did get some rain, so I moved the foil pan and I just set some of the comb here. The bees mostly cleaned it all out. I brought over a ladder. As I mentioned previously, they do have a small hole up on the branch. I'm using the small hole up on that branch to blow the smoke down to get them to come out. So I'm not going to be too anxious just yet, even though this removal might already be successful. I want to give the time for the forced abscon to work. Again, we still have bees coming out of the trap out cone, so every bee life counts. So do my due diligence and I'll keep on blowing smoke and see how it goes. And welcome back, folks. So today I believe is the 4th day, and you may know on the news we got Hurricane Dorian lurking here, so we're gonna get a lot of rain, a lot of wind. I gotta get this box secured and strapped down in one of my bee yards. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna peek underneath the lid. I'm gonna see whether or not the queen came out. I don't know if it's been enough time, but whatever bees I got, I'm gonna go ahead and relocate. If there's no queen in there, I do believe I have a queen that I can migrate into it. So I'll have to come back and revisit this tree after the storm at a later date, but I believe I may have got them. So without further ado, let's check it out. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Nice thing, I see lots of big fat drones. Regardless if I see her or not, folks, there's eggs on this frame. This is a frame, I believe, that has black white plasticell, and they look at the blanket. I don't know, I hope this camera angle is picking it up. It's just covered with bees, and I'm seeing little tiny eggs. This is slam packed. The bees are very well behaved. I'm gonna pull one more frame just to see if I can put my eyes on the queen. I know she's in there because there's eggs. I did not give these bees any resources. This is completely, they were all empty, older comb. Look at how well behaved they are. I can't help myself, I have to look at the last frame. That last frame we looked at was freshly drawn wax. It looked like they were storing honey in it, so it's a food frame. I expect this to be a food frame too, but I haven't found the queen. Like I said, I did see eggs. That was also, it looked like a food frame. They were polishing the cells. I'm gonna slide this other frame here in. Fantastic. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, folks, is I'm gonna work on putting the ratchet strap on this hive, and I'm gonna stuff up the front entrance to contain the bees, and then I'll relocate them to one of my bee yards so I can strap it to a hive stand, and that'll keep it secured from the hurricane. So for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and use some smoke, let the bees corral in the front, and I'll bring you back once I have that done. All right, folks, so here's how I got the nuke. I just got it covered with a towel. I got a window screen stapled on the front and some brush stapled on the front too. So I'm gonna go ahead and relocate them. I may have to come back after the storm to revisit the tree. You'll see the crafty bees, I think they were trying to use this branch as a secondary entrance, although I don't see much activity now like I did before. I left the trap out cone in place, made sure it wasn't clogged up in there so bees can go in and out if they wish. And then below the tree, we do got a good amount of foragers. I'd say maybe a couple of dozen foragers buzzing around. Like I said, I would have normally left them here and come and got them at night, but we're gonna start getting pounded with rain, so I gotta get these hives strapped down. So to be continued, y'all. So that's what I'm gonna be doing next, is using some ratchet straps and securing my hives. Hope everybody's bees are okay. Get your hives up to high land. Flooding is a pain, not so much the wind, but hopefully everybody's bees is okay and everybody fares well through the storm. So thanks again and have fun with your bees.